So I'm going to give you the exact email template for landing placements. Well, for me landing that placement.
The desk is finally getting there, people. We have the bases, we have the drawers on one side, the trussle, which is what I was just painting a minute ago, and yeah, I just need to put like some stands underneath and like a desk on top of the actual desk, you know, like another level to it for the monitor and the speakers and everything. And there's just putting the sound panels up, maybe putting a rug down, and we are good to go. So yeah, this is exciting.
Oh, that's a lot of boxes. A few of you guys have been asking me about, you know, since I had the Shordie Shordie placement, like how did I go about getting that placement, and, you know, what did the emails look like? So I'm going to give you the exact email template for landing placements. Well, for me landing that placement. Okay, I hope I got your attention, because I'm going to show you and explain why a certain, you know, sending the secret source of an email template isn't how you land placements. I'm just going to show you, like, you know, and explain why. Okay, so yeah, let's dive into my laptop. Okay, so the reason why I've said, you know, there's no like secret email template. There is a way to go about doing it, but I'm just going to explain why whatever you write, I'm going to explain why that isn't really important when it comes to landing a placement. And the reason why is that, like, let me explain. So 9 times out of 10, if you're going to land a placement by sending emails, you're going to have to catch the person at the right time, which means that they're probably going to be in the studio and they're looking for beats spontaneously on the spot, and they need beats. You know, there is no producer with them. They've got some studio time, and, you know, they get sent beats, so they're just going to check their emails, okay? So they open up their email. All they're going to do is open up their Gmail, just scroll through. They're going to just, you know, find where there's a beat, click on the email and listen to the beats. They're not going to be like, you know, looking at what you've written and then go, oh, brilliant, he's written it in a professional way, I'm going to give him a placement. That's not really what's going to happen. So I'm just going to show you how I went about sending out beats to Shordie Shordie. I do the exact same thing for any rapper that I send beats out to for placements. So yeah, this is what I do. So on the first email, when they first make contact with them, I'd literally just put beats as the subject. I'd just put something like, hey man, here's a couple of beats that could work, hope you like them. As literally I'll put all the best, and that's the email. That's all I put. Okay, now this is where the important part comes. Now you can do this, and it's not going to guarantee that your beats won't get stolen, because look, you don't have control over it. You're the one who doesn't have any leverage, and you're the one sending out beats, so you have to expect that they're going to steal them and hope that they don't. Okay, that's the best way to go about it. Just be comfortable with the fact that somebody, you know, might just take the beats and use them, and there's no paperwork exchange or there's no payment exchange. Just assume that that's going to happen, and then if it doesn't, if they reply to you and you actually end up getting a decent placement and they are professional about it, then that's an added bonus. But this is the important thing that you want to put in your footer. Okay, just save this in your settings. So if you go to, where are we at? The 3 dots here. No, not there. Definitely know my own settings. Go to the settings at the top right, and then no, that's not even it either. Jesus Christ, settings, quick settings. No, see all. There we go. See all settings. See, I know my stuff about emails. So yeah, just come to I think it's in the general settings. Yeah, come down to the signature section here, and you just want to put in some kind of confidentiality agreement. You can literally just copy and paste mine, pause this video and zoom in and copy and paste it. But you're just basically saying that whatever you're attaching to this email belongs to you, and if they want to use this material, then they have to either send an agreement through or purchase it, or, you know, X, Y, and Z, or credit you saying prod by thingy. So mine just says, please acknowledge that all materials downloaded through this email are copywritten and owned by LLB, me. All rights are reserved. By downloading this material, you agree to not use in any way and or disclose this material to any third parties without the written consent of LLB, which is me. And if a beat is used, please give credit on the track, such as putting prod by LLB in the title. That just kind of if anything goes south, if they end up using it and you want to claim anything, then you can just say, look, I told them in the initial email that this is my work and they were not to use it unless these things were done. So that's probably the most important thing, is just to make sure that that's in your footer. So make sure it's saved, and then you don't have to do that every time you send an email. But in terms of like actually writing stuff in email, like I'd literally just put, hey man, here's a few beats that could work. And then and this is super important now, you're sending out beats for placements. So you want to make it as easy as possible for that rapper whilst they're in the studio to get onto your beats and just download them quickly, get some quick inspiration and use the beat. So instead of sending them links to your beat store where they have to go click on a link, they go to another website, they have to click on the beat they like, then add it to their basket, then put their payment details in, then buy it, and then record on it. Cut all of that work out and just think about this in the long run, okay? So all you're going to do is add the MP3. Put one tag at the beginning of the beat if you want to, but don't mess around putting purchase your tracks today tag on it. Don't do any of that, because again, think of the scenario they're in. They're in the studio, they've pulled up their email address. You don't even want to make it difficult for them to see the beat. So if you look at this email here, if you look at my emails, I've got like an MP3 attached, and Gmail shows the MP3, so they literally don't even have to open the email. They can just click on the beat without even having to click on anything else and listen to the beat. That's exactly what you want. You want to make it as easy as possible for them just to click on your beat and check it out, because they're way more likely to listen to it like that, as opposed to you wanting to get them to open the email, read it, and then click on the beat. Cut all of that nonsense out. Let them get straight down to business and listen to the beat. So just attach the MP3, one tag at the beginning, maybe a tag at the end, it's up to you. Attach 2 or 3 beats, and make sure that the best beat is the first beat in this line that you're uploading, because when it pops up in their inbox, you're more likely to click on the first one first and then go through them. So in terms of like actually writing the email as an email template, there is not one. Trust me, there isn't an email template that works, that's like guaranteed to get you placements. If I'm making the first contact, I'll just put that, and then when I'm sending them beats regularly, like I literally don't even write anything. I just literally put in the subject beats and attach the MP3s, because again, when you look at it here, this black bold writing here that says daily notifications about subscribers, that's just going to say beats and it's from me, and then the MP3 is going to be underneath it. You just have to make it easy for them. That's all you have to do. So yeah, if you guys have any like things that you do when you're sending out beats for placements that you think is useful as well, just drop them down below. But for me, I like to make it as easy as possible for the person who I want to work with. They're not trying to work with me. I want to work with them. So the key thing is just to make it as easy as possible for them to listen to the beat that you're trying to send them. Don't send them links, just send them MP3s.
LOB crazy.